Hey, it's Josie. I'm a mom to 3, and this is my channel where I just kind of talk about my bodybuilding progress and everything. So right now it's off season. I am getting ready to start prep, so I have to start tracking my food, which I didn't do it today. I really should. I need at least 2 solid weeks, so kind of coming to the end of that deadline. But I have to track my food for a good 2 weeks. So that when I finally pay my coach and we start up the prep season again, on season, what she does is she looks at what I like and tries to kind of incorporate foods that I do like, but then she's going to be adjusting the macros and everything. So I'm excited, but a little nervous, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that I like is salami. I like egg sandwiches with like a lot of butter and the Kraft American cheese, that fake, not real cheese, like dairy product. I don't know. So there's that. I love having high fats. I do think that my diet's been a little bit different recently, but there's that. I'm so behind on taking care of the house. Been very stressed out, chewed up all my nails. It's just been a mess. And something fun, I am working on sewing a bikini. So not gonna have the ability to buy a red bikini. And when I went on Angel Competition bikinis, because I like the way those ones and the way that their bedazzling looks a little bit more than Toxic Angels, at least what I've seen on the websites. I feel like Toxic Angels looks a little more shimmery. But I like the bold, like, crystal look. Looks like all those red ones on sale. Hey, buddy, what's up? Okay, so we have issues over who's cleaning and who's not pulling their weight. When it's kind of funny, it's my middle child complaining to me when they don't really like to clean at all. So, how the turntables. Anyway, the red bikinis that I was looking at that were all on sale, they must have all been used up as like Christmas gifts or something, because they were all gone. There is a lot of like these mulberry or like pink ones that are at a really good, because I don't mind the pre-owned and used ones, or like sale ones. So it's just kind of frustrating because I was hoping to be more warm tone, but going ahead and making my own bikini, at least one that matches my car. So that will be fun when I have it done, and I look forward to showing you a little bit of the progress in this video. All right, so I have the suit top so that it's actually like here. The thing is with my off-season body, this is very, bodacious, I feel like, of a bod. So I'm not really gonna share too much up close, but I will share like the way the clasps are. This looks amazing. You do have like here, right? So what I have here is I have some pins. That way when I am working on it, I will just leave those in place and adjust them and lock them down when it gets closer to my stage weight. When I get closer to my stage weight. But I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I like the velvet. The lining's poking out, so what I have to do is I have to like go in and like do a little stitch inside the lining to make sure it stays in. But I got glue for the rhinestone crystals. So like here's my suit, right? So that I can actually get that super sparkly stuff going on it. I'm gonna get changed before I keep doing this like this. So here are the suits together. This is the one from Angel Competition Bikinis. This is the one I'm working on. And now obviously it's not serged, it's just regular, so conventional sewing machine with a zigzag stitch. And then this one has like, I think some elastic in this side, and this doesn't. Now, I use bikini glue when I go on stage, so I'm not really concerned about that. And when everything's so tight on my body, not really a big deal. I do think this is a little bit wider here than what this turned out to be, but I think this is perfectly acceptable, because I can get it to cover what it needs to even now at this weight, so I'm not worried when I lose like 20 pounds of body fat. But these are like the crystals I'm gonna use, so I'm planning on doing these ones like in the center, and then the black ones
out here and then like sprinkle the blue through. And I think I'll be a little bit sparing with the black and primarily using these ones. But this matches my car. For reference, here's my original suit against my car with the fabric. Okay, I'm back and I'm fresh out of the shower. My eyes itch. I feel puffy. I feel bloated. And my stomach doesn't feel very good. So there was a little bit of a break between the earlier footage and now. It is the next day. I had went and gone to a birthday party for my kids. Not theirs, their friends. So there was cake and pizza, and you know what? It's off season. Like, I had some pizza, I had some cake, but I think that wasn't the best for me. And I believe it was a tres leches cake. And obviously all that cheese and stuff on pizza, I'm not that good with milk and dairy products. So now outside of that, going back to the suit, I want to get pictures with my car before I put rhinestones on it, because it's like the truest to like being the similar color. But it's like, okay, but if I do that, then if I do that, then I reduce the amount of time that I have to actually put the rhinestones on. So I'm using up valuable time to get it stage ready. And the further I go into prep, the less that I'm going to want to do something crafty like that or take the time for it. I'm going to be prioritizing everything else, and especially fitting in like 5 days a week training with even other rest days having dedicated cardio. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. It's just I don't know if I can do that. And it might be the kind of thing where at this rate it might honestly be easier to make a second velvet suit just so that I have two. Or I do one where the straps are the same material as opposed to having any rhinestones on it, just so that it's straight up just that velvety all around. That might be the way to go. But that's pretty much all I have for this video. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up that I look forward to sharing. I don't know how much this will impact the channel. I think if anything, it'll probably make it more exciting. Because me and my husband are planning on doing something that's going to mean we need to go on a budget. But with that, practicing my makeup, practicing my hair, because I don't know how to do my hair. I am 27 and I've never been good at doing my hair. So I've always either had somebody else do it. Now I bought some hair tools, but I've never done like a blow. I need to learn how to do blowouts, need to learn how to do the spiral curls, because I can't be doing this thing where I'm spending $150 to $300 for hair and makeup. So, and I think sometimes it's like $120 to like $180 or something per item. So that could be up to like $400 to get my hair and makeup done. Now, as for doing tans, I don't think I can do the self tanner for like Pro Tan, purely because for some of these things, like it may end up being the kind of thing where it's just me, where my family doesn't come with me. And if that's the case, then I don't have someone to help me put Pro Tan on, like my back and stuff. So, or to help me shave. I mean, I guess that's the only thing I really need is like with the help of shaving and stuff. But being able to go get sprayed if I'm like by myself is kind of essential in my opinion. Since I don't have, if I'm traveling by myself, I'm not gonna have someone to help me do that. So there's that. But learning how to do stage makeup, which looking at the pictures, it seems like you go bright with the eyes, you make sure that the lips can be seen from a distance. And I feel like when I was at the Clash, my lips were kind of muted. But then what looks good on stage, when you pull it up in person, it looks so scary because it's just mass, like highliner or like the bright, yeah, like highlighter. I don't think they do a ton of highlighter here, but it's this area and then contour, so it's very extreme. And then a lot of times, as I'm looking through my pictures, it's like distance pictures look kind of good, or really bright pictures, because it's meant for like when the stage lights hit. But then when you're up close, it's like, I don't know, it just looks it looks weird. But yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just put one little blurb here for fun, so that you can see the example between like a Tournament of Champs pictures where I thought my makeup held for the stage. I feel like at the Clash it didn't hold in time for the stage, or the lips or whatever, but that makeup looked so crazy just kind of walking around, but it looked so good when I was on stage with those lights and everything. But that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in just following along with my journey, feel free to subscribe. But other than that, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I'm not 100% sure when that will be, but I got some stuff going on for the next few days, so maybe I'll have some shorts up, but not a long form video for probably up to a week. We'll see. All right, guys. Bye.